AudioBooksTube is glad to produce, publish, and offer Philosophy of Success in Practice by Sage D. Esotreasure. Hi. Before we delve in the book, if you enjoy listening to our content, we'd love your support. Most of you watch and listen, but many haven't hit that subscribe button yet. If everyone who enjoys our audiobooks subscribed, we could grow this channel and create even better content just for you. So go ahead, click that subscribe button and join our community. Together, we can make this channel thrive. And now, back to the narration. Chapter 1. Defining Success, Beyond Wealth and Fame. When most people hear the word success, their minds often jump to images of wealth, fame, or high social status. However, these outward symbols don't necessarily reflect the true essence of success. While financial stability and recognition can be important, a narrow focus on them leads to a shallow understanding of success. Defining success is an intensely personal journey, and it's tied to something deeper, an individual's ability to fulfill their potential and live in alignment with their values. This chapter explores the idea that true success comes from understanding who you are, what matters to you, and how well you are able to live those values every day. Success is personal fulfillment. The first step in redefining success is moving away from society's default markers of achievement. Success, in its purest form, is about realizing your own potential. This echoes ancient philosophical ideas, particularly the Aristotelian concept of eudaimonia, which refers to the flourishing or full realization of one's talents and capacities. Aristotle argued that true happiness, what he considered the ultimate goal of life, came from developing and using one's potential in meaningful ways. For example, take two individuals. One is a high-powered executive who earns millions, but feels disconnected from their work and personal life. The other is a teacher who lives modestly, but loves her job and feels deeply fulfilled by the impact she has on her students. According to Aristotle's idea of flourishing, the teacher might be considered more successful because she is living in alignment with her values and purpose. This perspective shifts success from something external, like money or recognition, to something internal, living a meaningful life based on what is truly important to you. The role of personal values. The importance of personal values in defining success cannot be overstated. Every person has a unique set of values shaped by upbringing, experiences, culture, and individual reflections. What makes one person feel successful may be meaningless to another. For example, someone whose core values include adventure and freedom might feel successful traveling the world, working as a freelance writer, while someone else who values stability and community may feel successful raising a family in a close-knit neighborhood. Success, therefore, cannot be a one-size-fits-all concept. It requires a deep understanding of your personal values and a commitment to live according to those values, regardless of societal pressure. Modern self-help movements often echo this idea, encouraging people to align their lives with what truly matters to them. To start this journey, an exercise of self-reflection can be helpful. Sit down with a journal and ask yourself some important questions. What do I value most in life? What kind of life do I want to look back on when I'm older? Am I living in a way that aligns with these values? These questions aren't easy, but they're essential to creating a personal definition of success. The influence of society on success. Society heavily influences how success is defined. From a young age, many people are taught that success looks like getting into a prestigious school, landing a high-paying job, buying a big house, and climbing the corporate ladder. Media and advertising reinforce this message, making it easy to believe that success equals financial prosperity and social recognition. However, studies show that once basic needs are met, additional wealth contributes very little to long-term happiness or fulfillment. This disconnect between society's definition of success and personal fulfillment can lead to burnout, dissatisfaction, and a constant sense of inadequacy. People who chase society's version of success may find themselves achieving their goals, only to feel unfulfilled because they are living someone else's dream rather than their own. Take, for example, the many stories of corporate executives, celebrities, and athletes who seem to have everything: money, fame, power, yet still struggle with depression, anxiety, and a sense of emptiness. Their experiences highlight the importance of not basing your sense of success solely on societal standards. To move beyond society's influence, it's essential to question the assumptions that shape our view of success. Why is wealth so often equated with success? Why is status such a powerful marker of achievement? By challenging these cultural norms, you can begin to define success in a way that resonates with your personal values and aspirations. Philosophical perspectives on success. Philosophers throughout history have offered different perspectives on what it means to live a successful life. Stoic philosophy, for example, offers valuable insights into the concept of success. The Stoics, such as Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, believed that success lies in mastering oneself and remaining indifferent to external outcomes. According to Stoicism, true success comes from focusing on what you can control: your actions, thoughts, and emotions, while accepting that you cannot control external events, such as wealth or fame. This perspective is particularly relevant in today's uncertain world, where outcomes are often unpredictable. In a similar vein, existentialist philosophers, such as Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus, argued that individuals are responsible for creating their own meaning in life. They suggested that success is not about adhering to external standards, but about living authentically according to your own choices. This approach encourages people to take ownership of their lives and find success through self-determined paths, rather than following conventional norms. Another key figure in the philosophy of success is Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist who wrote extensively about the importance of meaning in life. In his book Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl argues that even in the most difficult circumstances, humans have the power to find purpose, and it is this sense of meaning that drives success. Frankl's philosophy suggests that success is deeply tied to having a sense of purpose, something that gives life direction and significance. Redefining success in modern terms. While these philosophical insights provide a foundation, modern psychology and personal development have also reshaped the definition of success. Self-actualization, a concept developed by psychologist Abraham Maslow, refers to the process of realizing and fulfilling one's potential. According to Maslow, self-actualized individuals are those who have met their basic needs and are now focused on personal growth, creativity, and authenticity. Success, in this sense, is about becoming the best version of yourself, not in comparison to others, but in relation to your own abilities and aspirations. In practical terms, this means that success could be living a balanced life, raising a family, creating art, or helping others, whatever allows you to express your unique talents and values. The modern view of success is far more flexible and personalized than the traditional one. It encourages you to look inward, assess your strengths and values, and pursue goals that align with your sense of purpose. Defining your own success. Success is ultimately about understanding yourself and living in alignment with your personal values. The path to success isn't a straight line, nor is it defined by societal standards of wealth, fame, or status. By reflecting on your values, questioning societal pressures, and drawing on philosophical insights, you can develop a deeper, more fulfilling sense of success. As you move forward, remember that success is not about perfection or achieving every goal, but about continuous growth, purpose, and meaning. Chapter 2: The Power of Mindset: Growth versus Fixed Thinking. Success is not solely determined by talent, intelligence, or opportunity. It is deeply influenced by the way we think about our abilities and challenges. This chapter will explore two key types of mindsets: the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. These concepts, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, highlight how our beliefs about learning and effort affect our approach to success and failure. By understanding and adopting a growth mindset, you can transform the way you pursue your goals and overcome obstacles. The fixed mindset: limiting potential. A fixed mindset is the belief that talents, intelligence, and abilities are static and unchangeable. People with this mindset think that they are either born with certain abilities or not, and that effort won't change this. They might say things like, "I'm just not good at math," or "I'm not a creative person." This way of thinking limits potential because it discourages effort and resilience. If you believe your abilities are set in stone, you're less likely to take on challenges that could help you grow. You may avoid difficult tasks to protect your ego or avoid exposing your weaknesses, which can lead to stagnation. For example, someone with a fixed mindset in their career might shy away from leadership opportunities because they feel they lack the natural skills for management. Instead of seeking feedback or learning new techniques, They may stick to tasks they are already comfortable with. As a result, their professional growth stalls. This mindset not only limits success in specific areas but also affects overall satisfaction and engagement, as people become trapped in their comfort zones and stop seeking new experiences. A fixed mindset can also make failure feel devastating. Since people with this mindset see their abilities as innate, a failure becomes a reflection of their identity. If someone believes they're inherently smart and they fail an exam or a project, they may interpret that failure as proof that they're not smart enough, rather than seeing it as an opportunity to learn and improve. This creates a fear of failure that can prevent them from even attempting difficult tasks, further reinforcing their belief in limited ability. The growth mindset, unlocking potential. In contrast, a growth mindset is the belief that talents and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. People with a growth mindset embrace challenges, see effort as the path to mastery, and view failure as a learning opportunity rather than a personal flaw. They are more likely to take risks, seek feedback, and work hard to improve. A person with a growth mindset might encounter the same career challenges as someone with a fixed mindset, but their reaction will be different. Instead of avoiding new roles out of fear, they will see the opportunity to develop new skills, even if it means struggling at first. They might say, "I don't know how to do this yet, but I can learn." This mindset creates a sense of resilience because it allows people to believe that they can improve with time and effort. Take, for example, a student struggling with a difficult subject. With a fixed mindset, they might conclude that they're just bad at it and give up. But with a growth mindset, they would see the challenge as an opportunity to grow, working harder and trying different strategies until they succeed. Over time, their belief in their ability to improve helps them master the subject, whereas the fixed mindset would have kept them from even trying. The growth mindset isn't just about persistence in the face of failure, it's also about seeing effort as valuable in itself. Many people with a fixed mindset view effort as a sign of weakness, believing that truly talented people don't need to work hard. But in reality, all high achievers, whether in sports, academics, or business, put in tremendous effort to reach their goals. A growth mindset shifts the focus from innate talent to the process of learning and improvement, which is a more reliable path to success. How mindset shapes success. The impact of mindset on success is profound. People with a growth mindset are more likely to take on challenges, persist through difficulties, and learn from criticism. This approach helps them develop new skills and improve over time, leading to greater success in the long run. They are not discouraged by temporary setbacks because they understand that failure is part of the learning process. Instead of being defined by their failures, they are motivated to learn from them and keep moving forward. For example, many successful entrepreneurs share stories of multiple failures before achieving success. These individuals often embody the growth mindset by viewing each failure as an opportunity to adjust their approach and try again. They don't see failure as a verdict on their abilities but as valuable feedback on their strategies. In contrast, a fixed mindset can prevent people from ever reaching their full potential. Because they are so concerned with proving their abilities, people with a fixed mindset often choose easy tasks that they know they can excel at. They shy away from anything that might challenge them or expose their weaknesses, which limits their ability to grow and learn. This avoidance of challenges and fear of failure can lead to missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. Changing from a fixed to a growth mindset. Shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset isn't always easy, but it's entirely possible with practice and self-awareness. The first step is recognizing when you are thinking in a fixed mindset. Pay attention to thoughts that suggest you're limited in your abilities or that effort won't change your outcomes. These might sound like, "I'll never be good at this," or "I'm not smart enough to do that." Once you're aware of these thoughts, challenge them. Ask yourself, what could I do to improve, or how can I approach this in a way that allows me to learn? Next, start to view challenges as opportunities. Instead of avoiding difficult tasks, embrace them as a chance to grow. When you encounter setbacks, resist the urge to see them as failures of your inherent ability. Instead, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience and how you can apply that lesson in the future. It's also helpful to focus on the process of learning rather than the outcome. People with a growth mindset place more value on the effort they put into a task than on the immediate result. By concentrating on improvement and persistence, you can take pride in the process, even if the results aren't perfect right away. Developing a growth mindset in others. If you are in a leadership or mentorship role, you can help others develop a growth mindset by praising effort and learning rather than just outcomes. Instead of telling someone they are smart or talented, focus on the work they put into achieving their goals. This encourages them to see their abilities as something they can improve through effort rather than something fixed. For instance, if a child receives a good grade, instead of saying, "You're so smart," it's more effective to say, "You worked really hard on that project, and it paid off." This reinforces the idea that their success came from effort, not just natural talent. Similarly, when someone faces a setback, you can help them see it as a learning opportunity by asking, "What did you learn from this experience?" or "What will you do differently next time?" The path to success through mindset. The difference between a fixed and a growth mindset is profound, and it shapes the way we approach success, failure, and personal development. While a fixed mindset limits potential by discouraging effort and avoiding challenges, a growth mindset opens the door to continuous improvement, resilience, and long-term success. By embracing the idea that abilities can be developed through effort and learning, you can cultivate a mindset that leads to greater achievements and a more fulfilling life. Whether you're pursuing personal, professional, or creative goals, adopting a growth mindset is a powerful tool for achieving success. It helps you remain flexible, resilient, and open to learning from every experience, which are essential qualities for long-term success in any area of life. Chapter 3: The Discipline of Action, Consistency over Perfection. Success is not the result of grand gestures or sudden breakthroughs. It is built on the foundation of consistent, disciplined action over time. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who fall short often comes down to one key principle: the ability to take regular, deliberate steps toward a goal, rather than waiting for the perfect moment or perfect performance. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of action, why consistency outweighs perfection, and how discipline can help you achieve long-term success. The myth of perfection. One of the biggest obstacles to success is the pursuit of perfection. Many people believe that they need to have everything in place before they can start working toward their goals. They might wait for the perfect conditions, the ideal level of knowledge, or the right amount of confidence before taking action. However, perfectionism often leads to paralysis, where nothing gets done because the person is afraid of making mistakes or not meeting an impossibly high standard. In reality, waiting for perfection can be detrimental. No situation is ever perfect, and no one is ever fully prepared. Progress comes from doing, learning, and adjusting along the way. The path to success is rarely a straight line, and mistakes and setbacks are inevitable. Those who succeed are not the ones who avoid failure, but the ones who keep moving forward despite it. By letting go of the need for perfection, you free yourself to take action, experiment, and make progress, even if it's imperfect. For instance, consider the story of a writer who dreams of publishing a novel but feels that they need the perfect idea, perfect writing style, or the right environment to begin. Years may pass without a single page written because the fear of imperfection stops them from starting. In contrast, a writer who commits to writing every day, even if their early drafts are far from perfect, will eventually improve through practice and accumulation of work. Over time, they refine their craft, produce more, and are much more likely to reach their goal. The power of consistency. Consistency is the key to success in any endeavor. While bursts of intense effort can produce short-term results, sustained progress requires regular, steady action over a long period. Small, incremental actions, repeated consistently, lead to significant achievements over time. This idea is often referred to as the compound effect, where the accumulation of small efforts compounds into a larger result. Consider the example of physical fitness. If someone works out for an hour once a month, they are unlikely to see any meaningful change in their health or fitness. However, if they exercise for just 20 minutes every day, the consistency of their efforts will lead to gradual improvements in strength, endurance, and overall health. The same principle applies to learning a skill, building a business, or developing any long-term habit. It's not the intensity of the effort in a short burst that matters, but the consistency of showing up day after day. The process of success is often slow and unglamorous. There are no shortcuts or quick fixes, and the results come from the cumulative impact of small efforts. The challenge is that consistency requires discipline, doing the work even when you don't feel motivated, when progress seems slow, or when the results aren't immediately visible. This is where the discipline of action becomes critical. Discipline over motivation. Many people rely on motivation to take action, but motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes, often depending on external circumstances or emotional states. On days when you feel energized and excited, it's easy to make progress. But what happens on the days when you're tired, frustrated, or uninspired? If you depend on motivation alone, those days become wasted opportunities. This is where discipline comes in. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel in the moment. It's about creating routines and habits that support your goals, so that taking action becomes automatic, not something that depends on your emotional state. Discipline keeps you on track when motivation fades, ensuring that you continue to make progress even during difficult times. Consider the example of someone training for a marathon. In the beginning, they may feel highly motivated to train, excited by the prospect of completing such a challenging event. But as the weeks go on and the training becomes harder, motivation may wane. On a cold, rainy morning, the thought of getting out of bed to go for a run might seem unbearable. A person who relies solely on motivation might skip the run, telling themselves they'll make it up later. But someone with discipline will get up and run, regardless of the weather or how they feel, because they've committed to their training routine. Over time, this consistency builds endurance and prepares them for the marathon, while the person who skipped sessions may struggle to complete it. Building discipline through habits. The good news is that discipline is not an inherent trait, it can be developed through practice. One of the best ways to build discipline is by creating habits that support your goals. Habits automate actions, making it easier to stay consistent without relying on willpower or motivation. When an action becomes a habit, you no longer have to think about whether or not to do it, you simply do it as part of your routine. Start by identifying the key habits that will help you achieve your goals. For example, if your goal is to write a book, the habit might be to write for 30 minutes every morning. If your goal is to improve your fitness, the habit might be to exercise for 20 minutes a day. The key is to start small and build momentum. You don't need to start with massive efforts, focus on establishing the habit first, and then gradually increase the intensity or duration as the habit becomes ingrained. One helpful strategy is the concept of habit stacking, where you attach a new habit to an existing one. For example, if you already have a morning routine of making coffee, you could stack a 10-minute writing session onto that routine. Over time, this creates a strong connection between the two actions, making it easier to maintain the new habit. Embracing imperfection in the process. Another important aspect of the discipline of action is embracing imperfection in the process. Success is not about being flawless, it's about making progress. When you focus too much on doing everything perfectly, you may become discouraged by setbacks or imperfections. Instead, Shift your focus to making steady progress, even if it's messy or imperfect. In any long-term pursuit, there will be setbacks, mistakes, and failures. These are inevitable parts of the journey. The key is to view them as learning opportunities rather than signs of failure. Each mistake brings you closer to your goal by teaching you what doesn't work. When you embrace imperfection, you give yourself the freedom to experiment, take risks, and grow. For example, an entrepreneur building a business will encounter countless challenges, failed ideas, financial setbacks, and market shifts. If they wait for the perfect conditions to launch or fear making mistakes, they will never move forward. But by taking imperfect action and learning from each step, they can adapt, iterate, and eventually find success. The most successful people are not those who avoid mistakes, but those who learn from them and keep taking action despite them. The role of time in success. One of the most challenging aspects of disciplined action is patience. Success takes time, and the results of your efforts are often not immediately visible. This can be frustrating, especially in a world that values quick results and instant gratification. However, lasting success is built over months and years, not days or weeks. It's important to trust the process and understand that progress is often slow and incremental. Just because you don't see immediate results doesn't mean your efforts aren't working. Like planting a seed, it takes time for the roots to grow before you see the plant above the surface. Your consistent actions are laying the foundation for future success, even if the results aren't immediately apparent. By focusing on the process rather than the outcome, you can stay motivated and disciplined, knowing that each small action brings you closer to your goal. The discipline of action is about committing to the long game, trusting that consistent effort will eventually lead to success. The discipline of consistent action. In the pursuit of success, the discipline of consistent action is far more powerful than sporadic bursts of effort or the pursuit of perfection. By letting go of the need for everything to be perfect, embracing consistency over intensity, and building habits that support your goals, you can make steady progress over time. Success is not about grand gestures, but about showing up, day after day, and doing the work, even when it's hard, imperfect, or tedious. The key to long-term success lies in your ability to take action consistently, develop discipline, and stay patient through the ups and downs of the process. In doing so, you will create a foundation for sustainable growth and lasting achievement. Chapter 4: Goal Setting, the Art of Defining Success and Tracking Progress. One of the key drivers of success is the ability to set clear, actionable goals. Goals provide direction, focus, and motivation, acting as a roadmap for your journey to success. However, many people either fail to set goals or set vague, unrealistic goals that are difficult to achieve. In this chapter, we'll explore the importance of goal setting, how to define specific and realistic goals, and how to track progress in a way that ensures consistent movement toward your desired outcomes. Why goal setting is essential. Without clearly defined goals, it's easy to become distracted, lose motivation, or feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of tasks and responsibilities in life. Setting goals gives you a sense of purpose and helps you prioritize what truly matters. When you have a clear destination in mind, it becomes easier to stay focused, manage your time effectively, and make decisions that align with your long-term aspirations. Goal setting also creates a sense of accountability. When you commit to a goal, you hold yourself responsible for taking the necessary actions to achieve it. This commitment can help you overcome procrastination and push through challenges. It's the difference between drifting through life without direction and taking deliberate steps towards something meaningful. Moreover, goals provide a measurable way to track your progress. Without clear goals, it's difficult to assess whether you're making any headway. With goals in place, you can regularly evaluate your actions and adjust your strategies based on the progress you've made. Defining clear and specific goals. The first step in effective goal setting is to define clear, specific, and actionable goals. Vague goals, such as "I want to be successful" or "I want to get in shape," are difficult to achieve because they lack clarity and direction. To create goals that are actionable, they need to be specific and measurable. One widely used framework for setting clear goals is the SMART model. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break down each component. Specific. Your goal should be clear and specific, leaving no room for ambiguity. Instead of saying, "I want to get fit," a specific goal would be, "I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 months by exercising 5 times a week and following a balanced diet." Measurable. To track progress, your goal must be measurable. Ask yourself how you will know when you've achieved the goal. In the fitness example, the measurable component is the weight loss and the number of exercise sessions per week. Achievable. Your goal should be challenging but realistic. Setting unattainable goals can lead to frustration and demotivation. For example, losing 10 pounds in 3 months is achievable with consistent effort, whereas losing 30 pounds in that time frame might be unrealistic for most people. Relevant. Ensure that your goal aligns with your broader life objectives. A relevant goal is meaningful to you and connected to your long-term vision. If your goal doesn't align with your priorities or values, you're less likely to stay committed. Time-bound. Setting a deadline gives your goal a sense of urgency and prevents procrastination. In the fitness example, the time frame is 3 months, which creates a clear timeline for action. By following the SMART framework, you can create goals that are well-defined and actionable, making it easier to track your progress and stay motivated. Breaking goals into manageable steps. Even when goals are clear and specific, they can still feel overwhelming if they are too large or ambitious. Breaking your goals down into smaller, more manageable steps helps make them feel less daunting and more achievable. This approach not only simplifies the process but also allows you to celebrate small wins along the way, which boosts motivation. For example, If your goal is to write a book in 6 months, that might seem overwhelming at first. But by breaking it down into smaller tasks, such as writing 500 words a day or completing 1 chapter a week, the goal becomes more manageable. Each smaller step brings you closer to the larger goal and provides a sense of accomplishment. This method is sometimes referred to as chunking. By chunking your goal into smaller, actionable steps, you create a series of milestones that keep you on track and motivated. Every step forward reinforces your belief in your ability to achieve the larger goal. If you're enjoying this audiobook and finding value in the content, we kindly ask you to take a moment to subscribe to the channel. A large portion of our listeners and viewers haven't subscribed yet, and by doing so, you'll help us grow and continue bringing you more high-quality audiobooks. Your support means a lot to us, and it's just one click away. So, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to stay connected and never miss out on our latest releases. The importance of flexibility in goal setting. While setting clear and specific goals is crucial, it's also important to remain flexible in your approach. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances may change along the way. Being too rigid in your goal setting can lead to frustration when things don't go according to plan. Flexibility allows you to adapt to new challenges, make adjustments, and continue progressing toward your goal without feeling like you've failed. For instance, if your goal is to run a marathon, but you experience an injury during training, it's important to adjust your expectations and timeline. Rather than giving up on the goal entirely, you can modify it, perhaps focusing on rehabilitation and shifting the marathon date to a later time. This way, you stay committed to the broader goal while accommodating the realities of your situation. Flexibility doesn't mean abandoning your goals at the first sign of difficulty. Instead, it means recognizing when circumstances have changed and being willing to adjust your approach accordingly. This mindset ensures that you stay resilient and keep moving forward even when obstacles arise. Tracking progress and staying accountable. Once you've set your goals and broken them down into manageable steps, it's essential to track your progress regularly. Monitoring your progress not only keeps you accountable but also helps you stay motivated by providing a tangible sense of achievement. One effective method for tracking progress is to create a system for regular check-ins. This could be a daily, weekly, or monthly review of your goals, depending on the timeline and nature of the goal. During these check-ins, assess what you've accomplished, what obstacles you've encountered, and whether any adjustments need to be made. By reviewing your progress consistently, you maintain focus and ensure that you're moving in the right direction. There are various tools and techniques you can use to track progress, such as journaling, using a planner, or setting reminders in a digital calendar. Choose a method that works best for you, and commit to using it regularly. The act of writing down your progress or ticking off completed tasks creates a sense of accountability and reinforces your commitment to the goal. Another powerful tool for staying accountable is to share your goals with someone else. Whether it's a mentor, friend, or accountability partner, Having someone who knows your goals and checks in with you can provide extra motivation to stay on track. When you share your goals, you increase the psychological pressure to follow through, as you've made a public commitment. Celebrating milestones and successes. As you track your progress and achieve milestones along the way, it's important to celebrate your successes. Acknowledging and celebrating your achievements, no matter how small, reinforces positive behavior and keeps you motivated to continue working toward your larger goals. This practice helps sustain long-term motivation and prevents burnout. For example, if your goal is to build a business, each milestone, whether it's securing your first client, reaching a revenue target, or launching a new product, deserves recognition. Celebrating these wins creates a sense of accomplishment and reminds you of how far you've come, which can be especially helpful during challenging times when progress feels slow. Celebrations don't need to be extravagant. They can be simple gestures, such as treating yourself to something you enjoy, taking a break to reflect on your success, or sharing your achievement with others. The key is to acknowledge the progress you've made and use that momentum to keep pushing toward the next milestone. Adapting goals as you grow. As you achieve milestones and make progress toward your goals, it's natural for your priorities and aspirations to evolve. You may find that the goals you set at the beginning of your journey no longer align with where you are now. This is a sign of growth and development. It's important to periodically reassess your goals and adjust them as needed. This doesn't mean abandoning your original goals, but rather refining them to better align with your current situation, values, and long-term vision. As you gain new insights and experiences, your understanding of success may change, and your goals should evolve to reflect that. For instance, someone who initially set a goal to earn a promotion at work may, over time, discover a passion for entrepreneurship and decide to shift their focus towards starting their own business. This shift in goals is a natural part of personal growth and should be embraced rather than resisted. The roadmap to success. Goal setting is an essential component of success because it provides the clarity, focus, and direction needed to achieve meaningful outcomes. By setting specific, measurable, and achievable goals, breaking them into manageable steps, and tracking your progress, you create a clear roadmap for success. Flexibility and adaptability allow you to navigate challenges along the way, while celebrating milestones keeps you motivated and engaged. As you continue on your journey to success, remember that goals are not set in stone. They can evolve and change as you grow. The key is to stay committed to the process, remain focused on your long-term vision, and keep taking deliberate steps forward, even when the path is uncertain. With clear goals and a commitment to tracking your progress, success becomes not just a possibility but an inevitability. Chapter 5: Overcoming Obstacles, Resilience and Adaptability on the Path to Success. Every journey towards success is filled with challenges, setbacks, and obstacles. While these barriers can be frustrating and disheartening, they are an inevitable part of the process. The key difference between those who succeed and those who fall short often lies in how they respond to these challenges. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of resilience and adaptability, two essential qualities that enable you to overcome obstacles and stay on course toward your goals. The nature of obstacles. Obstacles come in many forms: external difficulties such as financial setbacks, limited resources, or unexpected changes in circumstances, and internal challenges like fear, self-doubt, or lack of motivation. These roadblocks can slow you down or even make you question whether your goals are achievable. While obstacles are often viewed negatively, they serve an important purpose. They test your commitment, build your character, and push you to grow. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to learn and strengthen your resolve. The most successful people are not those who avoid challenges, but those who develop the resilience to face and overcome them. Developing resilience, bouncing back stronger. Resilience is the ability to recover from setbacks and keep moving forward despite difficulties. It's about maintaining a positive attitude and staying focused on your long-term goals, even when the short-term situation looks bleak. Resilience is not a fixed trait. It's something that can be cultivated through practice and experience. The first step in developing resilience is accepting that failure and setbacks are part of the process. No one achieves success without encountering obstacles along the way. When you expect challenges, they become less discouraging. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, see them as part of the learning curve. Each obstacle provides valuable feedback that can help you refine your approach. For example, an entrepreneur who faces a business failure could either give up or use the experience to learn about market dynamics, financial management, or customer needs. By embracing the lessons that come from setbacks, they can rebuild their business stronger and more effectively than before. Resilient individuals focus on what they can control and find solutions, rather than dwelling on the problem. Building mental toughness. Resilience is closely linked to mental toughness, the ability to persevere through challenges with determination and focus. Mental toughness allows you to keep pushing forward, even when things are difficult or progress is slow. It involves managing your thoughts and emotions in a way that keeps you motivated and focused on your goals. One way to build mental toughness is through self-awareness. By paying attention to your thoughts and emotions, you can identify negative patterns such as self-doubt, fear, or frustration. Once you recognize these patterns, you can replace them with more constructive thoughts that support your progress. For instance, if you find yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough to succeed at this," you can consciously reframe that thought to, "I may not be where I want to be yet, but I'm making progress, and I can improve." This shift in mindset helps you stay focused on growth rather than being discouraged by challenges. Another important aspect of mental toughness is the ability to stay calm under pressure. When faced with a difficult situation, your natural reaction might be to panic or feel overwhelmed. However, maintaining a calm and focused mindset allows you to think more clearly and make better decisions. practice deep breathing, mindfulness, or other relaxation techniques to help you stay grounded in stressful situations. Embracing adaptability, flexibility in action. Adaptability is another critical skill for overcoming obstacles. While resilience helps you bounce back from setbacks, adaptability allows you to adjust your strategies and approach when circumstances change. Success is rarely a straight path, and being adaptable ensures that you can pivot when necessary without losing sight of your goals. Adaptability means being open to change and willing to let go of rigid plans. Sometimes, the path you envisioned isn't the best one, and new opportunities or challenges may require you to adjust your approach. Rather than resisting change, embrace it as an opportunity to grow and improve. For example, in the business world, market conditions often shift, and what worked yesterday may no longer be effective today. A successful business leader must be adaptable, willing to innovate, and adjust their strategy to stay competitive. The same applies to personal goals. If you encounter an unexpected obstacle, such as a health issue that prevents you from achieving a fitness goal, you may need to adjust your timeline or modify your plan without abandoning the goal entirely. Problem solving, turning obstacles into opportunities. One of the most important aspects of adaptability is effective problem solving. When you encounter an obstacle, it's essential to approach it with a problem-solving mindset. This means looking at the challenge objectively, breaking it down into manageable parts, and finding creative solutions. To develop a problem-solving approach, start by analyzing the obstacle. Ask yourself the following questions. What is the nature of the problem? Is it an external barrier, such as lack of resources, or an internal challenge, such as self-doubt? What factors are within your control, and what is beyond your control? What potential solutions can you identify, and which one seems most feasible? Once you've identified potential solutions, take action. Sometimes, even small adjustments can make a significant difference. If one solution doesn't work, try another. The key is to stay proactive and avoid getting stuck in a mindset of helplessness. For example, if you're pursuing a career change and face the obstacle of not having the necessary qualifications, you might break down the problem into steps, researching educational programs, setting a timeline for gaining new skills, and seeking mentorship from others in the field. Each step brings you closer to overcoming the obstacle and achieving your goal. Cultivating a growth mindset. A growth mindset, coined by psychologist Carol Dweck, is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. This mindset is essential for overcoming obstacles because it frames challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your success. With a growth mindset, you understand that setbacks are temporary and that failure is not a reflection of your worth or ability. Instead, failure becomes a stepping stone on the path to mastery. People with a growth mindset are more likely to embrace challenges, persist through difficulties, and view effort as the key to improvement. In contrast, a fixed mindset views challenges and obstacles as a threat. People with a fixed mindset believe that their abilities are static and that failure is a sign of inadequacy. As a result, they are more likely to avoid challenges, give up when things get tough, and view effort as futile. To cultivate a growth mindset, focus on continuous learning and self-improvement. When faced with an obstacle, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Rather than seeing failure as a setback, view it as valuable feedback that can help you improve. For example, an athlete with a growth mindset who loses a competition doesn't see the loss as a failure. Instead, they analyze their performance, identify areas for improvement, and use the experience to train harder for the next competition. Over time, this approach leads to greater success because it's built on a foundation of learning and adaptation. Maintaining motivation during challenging times. One of the greatest challenges in overcoming obstacles is maintaining motivation. When progress is slow or setbacks occur, it's easy to lose sight of your goals and become discouraged. However, staying motivated is crucial for long-term success. To maintain motivation during challenging times, focus on the bigger picture. Remind yourself why you set your goal in the first place and what you hope to achieve in the long run. Keeping your eyes on the ultimate outcome can help you push through temporary difficulties. Breaking your goal into smaller, achievable milestones can also boost motivation. Each small success gives you a sense of accomplishment and keeps you moving forward. Celebrate these wins, no matter how small, as they provide the positive reinforcement needed to stay on track. Additionally, surrounding yourself with a supportive network of friends, family, or mentors can help you stay motivated. These individuals can provide encouragement, offer advice, and remind you of your progress when you're feeling discouraged. Persistence, the power of never giving up. Persistence is one of the most critical qualities for overcoming obstacles. It's the ability to keep going, even when things are difficult and progress seems slow. Many people give up too soon, just before they're about to achieve a breakthrough. Those who succeed are often the ones who refuse to quit, no matter how tough the journey becomes. Persistence doesn't mean blindly sticking to one approach when it's not working. It means having the determination to keep trying new strategies, learning from failures, and adapting to changing circumstances. It's the belief that success is possible, even when it feels distant. History is filled with examples of individuals who succeeded through persistence. Thomas Edison, for instance, failed thousands of times before successfully inventing the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His persistence in the face of repeated failure is what ultimately led to his success. In your own journey, persistence will be the key to overcoming obstacles. When challenges arise, remind yourself that setbacks are temporary, and success is still within reach as long as you keep moving forward. Turning challenges into growth opportunities. Obstacles are an inevitable part of the journey to success, but they don't have to derail your progress. By developing resilience, embracing adaptability, and maintaining a growth mindset, you can overcome challenges and use them as opportunities for growth. Resilience helps you bounce back from setbacks, while adaptability ensures that you can adjust your approach as needed. With persistence and a problem-solving mindset, no obstacle is insurmountable. Remember that success is not about avoiding challenges, but about how you respond to them. Every challenge you face has the potential to strengthen your character, sharpen your skills, and move you closer to your goals. The key is to view obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than as barriers to success. Summary: key takeaways on overcoming obstacles. Obstacles are inevitable. Challenges are a natural part of the journey to success. Rather than avoiding or fearing them, embrace obstacles as opportunities to grow and learn. Resilience is essential. Developing resilience allows you to recover from setbacks and keep moving forward. A resilient mindset helps you view challenges as temporary and surmountable. Mental toughness keeps you focused, staying calm under pressure, managing negative thoughts, and maintaining a positive attitude are key aspects of mental toughness. These traits enable you to persevere through difficulties and stay committed to your goals. Adaptability is key to success. Being flexible in your approach allows you to adjust when circumstances change. Rather than being rigid in your plans, embrace new strategies, and remain open to change. Problem-solving turns challenges into opportunities. When faced with an obstacle, analyze the situation, break it down into manageable parts, and develop creative solutions. Staying proactive is critical to overcoming barriers. A growth mindset fosters continuous improvement. A growth mindset helps you see challenges as opportunities for learning and development. Instead of fearing failure, view it as a necessary step toward mastery. Persistence is the ultimate tool. Success often comes down to the willingness to keep going, even when progress is slow. Persistence means trying new approaches, learning from setbacks, and refusing to give up. By cultivating these qualities, resilience, mental toughness, adaptability, problem-solving skills, and persistence, you will not only overcome obstacles but also thrive in the face of them. The journey to success may be challenging, but each obstacle you conquer brings you one step closer to your ultimate goals. Success is not a straight path, and the obstacles you encounter are not roadblocks but stepping stones. Embrace them, learn from them, and continue pushing forward. With the right mindset and approach, no obstacle is too great to overcome. Chapter 6: The Role of Discipline and Consistency in Achieving Success. The final key to achieving success is discipline. Discipline and consistency are the forces that bridge the gap between setting goals and achieving them. While talent, motivation, and opportunities are important, they are not enough on their own. Many people have lofty ambitions, but what sets achievers apart from the rest is their ability to consistently take action, regardless of circumstances. In this chapter, we will explore how discipline and consistency work together to create lasting success, and how you can develop these essential traits. Understanding discipline, the foundation of success. Discipline can be defined as the ability to control your actions, emotions, and thoughts in pursuit of a goal. It requires prioritizing long-term benefits over short-term gratification. This means making difficult choices, such as working on a project instead of watching TV, sticking to a budget instead of splurging on unnecessary items, or maintaining a fitness routine despite feeling tired. Many people view discipline as restrictive or burdensome, but in reality, it is liberating. When you cultivate discipline, you gain control over your life. Instead of being swayed by external distractions or fleeting emotions, you can make deliberate choices that align with your goals. Discipline is what enables you to stay on course, even when motivation wanes or obstacles arise. Motivation versus discipline. Motivation is often viewed as the driving force behind action, but motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes based on mood, circumstances, and external factors. One day you may feel highly motivated to work on your goals, and the next, you may struggle to find the energy. Relying solely on motivation is a risky approach because it's inconsistent. Discipline, on the other hand, doesn't depend on how you feel at any given moment. It is the commitment to taking action, regardless of your emotional state. When you develop discipline, you no longer need to wait for motivation to strike. You take action whether you feel like it or not. This is why discipline is far more powerful than motivation when it comes to achieving long-term success. For example, a professional athlete may not feel motivated to train every single day, especially when they're tired or sore. However, their success comes from the discipline to show up and practice consistently, even on the days when it's hard. This same principle applies to any area of life. Whether you're building a business, learning a new skill, or working toward a fitness goal, discipline is what will keep you moving forward. How to build discipline? Discipline is not something you either have or don't have. It's a skill that can be developed over time. Building discipline requires intentional effort and a willingness to push through discomfort. Here are some key strategies for developing discipline. Start small. Discipline doesn't have to be about grand, life-altering changes. In fact, trying to overhaul your entire life overnight can be overwhelming and lead to burnout. Instead, focus on small, manageable habits that you can build on over time. For example, if your goal is to exercise regularly, start with a 10-minute workout each day, and gradually increase the time as the habit becomes more ingrained. Set clear priorities. Discipline becomes easier when you have a clear sense of purpose. Take the time to define your goals and identify what's most important to you. When you know what you're working toward, it becomes easier to make disciplined choices. For example, if you're saving for a financial goal, you'll be more likely to resist impulsive purchases because you know they'll hinder your progress. Remove temptations. it's much easier to stay disciplined when you remove temptations from your environment. If you're trying to stick to a healthy eating plan, for example, remove junk food from your home. If you're working on a project, minimize distractions like social media or television during your work hours. By creating an environment that supports your goals, you make discipline less of a struggle. Practice delayed gratification. One of the core components of discipline is the ability to delay gratification. This means resisting the temptation to indulge in short-term pleasures in favor of long-term rewards. To practice delayed gratification, start by setting small challenges for yourself. For example, if you're craving a snack, set a timer for 10 minutes and see if the craving passes. Over time, you'll build the ability to wait for the things that truly matter. Track your progress. Keeping track of your progress is a powerful way to stay disciplined. When you can see how far you've come, it reinforces your commitment to your goals. Use a journal, planner, or app to track your daily actions, and celebrate small victories along the way. Each checkmark or completed task serves as a reminder of your progress and motivates you to keep going. Stay accountable. Accountability is a key factor in maintaining discipline. When someone else knows your goals and holds you accountable, you're more likely to stay disciplined. Whether it's a friend, mentor, or accountability partner, sharing your progress with someone else can provide extra motivation to stay on track. Consistency, the power of daily action. While discipline is the ability to take action despite challenges, consistency is the repeated, steady application of that discipline over time. Success is not the result of one monumental effort, but rather the accumulation of small, consistent actions taken day after day. Consistency is the secret behind mastery. Whether you're learning a new skill, building a business, or improving your health, the key is to show up every day and do the work. Many people give up on their goals because they expect quick results. However, success rarely happens overnight. It's the result of sustained effort over months or even years. For example, consider a writer working on a novel. If they only write when they feel inspired, the book may never be finished. But if they commit to writing 500 words a day, even on days when inspiration is lacking, they will eventually complete the novel. The same principle applies to any long-term goal. Consistency builds momentum, and momentum leads to success. The compounding effect of consistency. Consistency has a compounding effect, meaning that small actions, repeated over time, lead to exponential results. At first, the progress may seem slow or insignificant, but over time, the accumulation of small efforts creates significant outcomes. This concept is similar to the idea of compound interest in finance. When you invest money, the interest earned on your investment compounds over time, leading to larger and larger returns. In the same way, consistent effort compounds, and the results of your daily actions multiply. For instance, if you're learning a new language, practicing for 15 minutes a day may not seem like much. But over the course of a year, Those 15-minute sessions add up to over 90 hours of practice. This consistent effort leads to significant improvement in your language skills. The compounding effect also applies to negative habits. Small, seemingly insignificant actions, like skipping a workout or indulging in unhealthy food, can accumulate over time and lead to negative consequences. This is why consistency is so powerful. Both positive and negative actions compound, shaping your long-term results. Building consistency in your daily life. Consistency doesn't happen by accident. It requires intentional effort and planning. Here are some strategies to help you build consistency in your daily life. Create a routine. A daily routine helps you establish consistency by providing structure and reducing decision fatigue. When your day is organized around a set routine, it becomes easier to stick to your habits. For example, if you want to exercise regularly, schedule your workouts for the same time each day. Over time, the habit becomes automatic. Set realistic goals. Consistency is easier to maintain when your goals are realistic. If you set goals that are too ambitious or demanding, you may burn out or become discouraged. Start with small, achievable goals and gradually increase the difficulty as you build momentum. Focus on one thing at a time. Trying to make too many changes at once can lead to inconsistency. Instead, focus on mastering one habit or goal before moving on to the next. By giving your full attention to one area, you're more likely to stay consistent and achieve long-term success. Plan for setbacks. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. The key to maintaining consistency is to plan for these setbacks and have a strategy for getting back on track. If you miss a workout or fall behind on a project, don't let it derail your progress. Acknowledge the setback, learn from it, and recommit to your goal. Be patient. Consistency requires patience. Progress may be slow at first, and it's easy to become frustrated when results aren't immediate. However, trust in the process and keep showing up. Over time, the cumulative effect of your consistent efforts will become apparent. The intersection of discipline and consistency. Discipline and consistency are two sides of the same coin. Discipline is what enables you to take action, even when it's difficult, while consistency ensures that you continue taking that action day after day. Together, these traits create a powerful force that drives success. Without discipline, consistency is impossible. You can't be consistent if you're not willing to put in the work, especially when it's challenging. Likewise, without consistency, discipline is wasted. You might work hard for a short period, but without sustained effort, you won't achieve lasting results. Consider the example of someone training for a marathon. Discipline is what gets them out of bed for early morning runs, even when they'd rather stay in bed. Consistency is what allows them to build endurance over time by running regularly, day after day. Both are necessary for completing the marathon. Conclusion: the philosophy of success and its practical application. Throughout this book, we have explored the fundamental elements of success, clarity of purpose, goal setting, overcoming obstacles, and the crucial roles of discipline and consistency. Now, as we come to the conclusion, it's important to weave together the lessons learned and outline how these principles form a unified philosophy of success. This philosophy, while grounded in theory, has practical applications that anyone can adopt. In this final chapter, we will review the key ideas and focus on how to apply them holistically in your journey toward success. Success begins with a clear vision. At the core of any successful venture is a clear vision. Clarity of purpose allows you to direct your energy and resources toward meaningful goals. Without a clear vision, your efforts can become scattered, leading to frustration and failure. Success begins with understanding what you truly want and why you want it. For many, this clarity comes from introspection, taking the time to reflect on your values, passions, and long-term aspirations. Once you have a clear understanding of your vision, everything else falls into place. Your vision becomes the lens through which you make decisions and the guide that helps you stay focused in the face of distractions. Practical application: start by writing down your vision in detail. It could be related to your career, personal life, health, or relationships. The key is specificity. A vague goal like "I want to be successful" is not enough. Define what success means to you. Is it financial independence? A fulfilling career? Strong relationships? Once you have clarity, you can break it down into smaller, actionable steps. Goal setting: the roadmap to success. Having a clear vision is just the beginning. Success requires setting specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART goals. These goals serve as the roadmap, guiding you step by step toward your vision. They transform your aspirations into actionable items and give you a clear path to follow. Goal setting also provides a sense of accountability. When you write down your goals and track your progress, you are more likely to stay on course. This is especially important when the initial excitement wears off, and you face the inevitable challenges and setbacks that come with any significant endeavor. Practical application: break your vision down into long-term and short-term goals. For example, if your vision is to start your own business, your long-term goal might be to launch the business in 2 years. Short-term goals could include researching the market, creating a business plan, securing funding, and building a customer base. Write down these goals and review them regularly to stay focused and accountable. Embracing obstacles as opportunities for growth. Success is never a straight line. Along the way, you will face challenges, setbacks, and obstacles that can derail your progress. However, one of the most important lessons in the philosophy of success is that obstacles are not roadblocks, they are opportunities for growth. When you encounter an obstacle, how you respond to it matters more than the obstacle itself. A resilient mindset allows you to see challenges as learning experiences. Each setback offers a chance to improve, adapt, and strengthen your skills. Rather than giving up at the first sign of difficulty, successful individuals view obstacles as a normal part of the process. Practical application: the next time you face a setback, take a step back and analyze the situation. Ask yourself what you can learn from it. Did it reveal a gap in your knowledge or skills? Did it force you to rethink your strategy? By reframing obstacles as opportunities, you will be better equipped to handle challenges and continue moving forward. The power of discipline and consistency. While motivation may get you started, it is discipline and consistency that will carry you across the finish line. Discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Consistency is the habit of showing up and doing the work, day in and day out, regardless of circumstances. These two traits are what separate those who achieve lasting success from those who burn out or give up too soon. Discipline ensures that you stay on track, even when distractions arise or when the work becomes tedious. Consistency compounds your efforts over time, leading to exponential growth and progress. Practical application: create daily habits that align with your goals, and commit to sticking with them. For example, if your goal is to write a book, set aside a specific time each day to write, even if it's just for 30 minutes. Over time, these small, consistent actions will add up to significant progress. Keep track of your habits and hold yourself accountable. Mindset: the foundation of success. At the heart of the philosophy of success is mindset. Your mindset shapes how you perceive and respond to challenges, opportunities, and setbacks. A growth mindset, the belief that your abilities can be developed through effort and learning, fosters resilience, perseverance, and a willingness to take risks. On the other hand, a fixed mindset, the belief that your abilities are static, can lead to fear of failure and a reluctance to step outside of your comfort zone. The key to success is adopting a growth mindset and viewing every challenge as an opportunity to learn and improve. Practical application: cultivate a growth mindset by seeking out new challenges and pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. When you encounter failure, instead of seeing it as a reflection of your abilities, view it as feedback. What can you learn from it? How can you improve? Surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you to grow, and continually seek opportunities to learn new skills and expand your knowledge. The importance of flexibility and adaptability. While discipline and consistency are crucial, success also requires flexibility and adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances often change in ways we can't foresee. The ability to adapt and adjust your goals, strategies, and expectations is essential for long-term success. Being too rigid in your approach can lead to frustration and burnout when things don't go according to plan. Flexibility allows you to pivot when necessary and explore new opportunities that may arise. Successful individuals know when to stay the course and when to change direction. Practical application: as you work toward your goals, regularly assess your progress and be open to adjusting your approach. If a strategy isn't working, Don't be afraid to try something new. Flexibility doesn't mean giving up on your goals. It means being willing to take a different path to reach them. Embrace change and view it as a natural part of the journey to success. Balance, success in all areas of life. Success is often thought of in terms of career achievements, financial wealth, or public recognition. However, true success encompasses all areas of life: career, relationships, health, personal fulfillment, and more. Achieving success in one area at the expense of others can lead to imbalance and dissatisfaction. To achieve lasting success, it's important to cultivate balance in your life. This means setting goals that align with your values, prioritizing self-care, and nurturing your relationships. Success is not just about what you achieve, but also about how you feel along the way. Practical application: take a holistic approach to success by setting goals in all areas of your life: career, health, relationships, personal development, and recreation. Make time for the things that bring you joy and fulfillment, and prioritize your well-being. Remember that success is not just about reaching your destination, but also about enjoying the journey. Success is a journey, not a destination. As we conclude, it's important to recognize that success is not a one-time event or a final destination. It is an ongoing journey that requires continuous effort, learning, and growth. The philosophy of success is not about achieving perfection, but about making consistent progress toward your goals. Each step you take brings you closer to your vision, and along the way, you will encounter challenges, learn new skills, and grow as a person. Success is about the process as much as it is about the outcome. By applying the principles outlined in this book, clarity of purpose, goal setting, resilience in the face of obstacles, discipline, consistency, and flexibility, you can create a life of lasting success and fulfillment. Remember that success is unique to each individual. It's not about comparing yourself to others or adhering to society's definition of success. It's about defining success on your own terms and pursuing it with passion, determination, and integrity. As you move forward on your journey, stay focused on your vision, remain disciplined in your actions, and trust in the process. Success is within your reach, and with the right mindset and approach, there are no limits to what you can achieve. Copyright 2024 by AudioBooksTube. Thank you for listening. Please consider to subscribe, like, and share to help the channel grow new videos on a daily basis.